What is going on, guys, and welcome back to a new video inside the new garage. Today we continue working on the Fiat and there's a lot to do, so let's get started. I made a list, and the first thing on the list is making a new bracket for the crankshaft sensor. The next thing is to fix this intake pipe right here, because this one has a giant hole in it for the idle control valve that was previously installed. We need to weld a new pipe to it so it's closed. And well, now that we finally have a car lift, I can walk under the car. That means we also have to do work under the car, starting with a new downpipe, fixing the exhausts, installing a wideband O2 sensor inside the downpipe, and of course change the fluids like the oil. The last thing on the list is installing a bigger fuel pump, and this is necessary because we are aiming for higher horsepower numbers and we need all the fuel we can get. So without further ado, let's get started. And today it's snowing outside, so man, I'm so happy with being able to work inside nice and warm on the cars. Here in the back you can see the crankshaft position sensor bracket, and this one is now in the wrong area with the new trigger that we installed. Now if I could get some lights in here. You can see the new trigger wheel installed behind the pulley with the bracket right there. Let's fix that. After a few failed attempts to make the bracket, first I took the OEM brackets made out of aluminium. Cast aluminium, not easy to weld, and this thing completely is misformed and effed up. After that I tried to make a bracket out of metal, and this one actually worked very good, except this hole was on the wrong spot. And I ended up with this one. After a lot of fitting back and forth to the car, this actually turned out pretty nice. Time to install it and check one thing off the list. The reason we needed to make a new bracket for the crankshaft sensor is because we upgraded the trigger wheel from a 4-point trigger wheel to a 60-2 trigger wheel. This benefits the ECU and the engine overall because the reference points are closer to each other, which means the engine can fire way better and control the ignition better. Hi there, this is Joey from the future, and I actually forgot to show you the welding process of the intake pipe. As you can see, the car is no longer here, so you have to trust me on this one. The next thing on the list is to install a new downpipe. The one on the car right now is broken and rattles like crazy, and it does not have a fitting for a wideband O2 sensor. This one doesn't have one either, but we're going to weld one to it. And after that, finish with a nice V-band. So when I need to change something on the exhaust in the future, I only have V-bands from the front to the back to make it easier for me to work on. Well, slight change of plans, because this is the old downpipe and I tried to stop the rattling with a hose clamp. That didn't work, but I thought this one was longer.
That's what she said?
But it turns out it's the same size or even a better fit with the original fitting. So am I gonna go with the headache of welding a V-band to it or not? And I guess to make my life easier, I'm just gonna weld on this plug right here and call it a day and reuse the old gasket, not this one because I have a new one, but reuse this one. And then it should be good to go. And maybe in the future create a new downpipe completely out of stainless steel and then use the V-band. But for now, use the new one, weld on this plug, put it back in, and we're done. The next topic on the list is fuel, or better to say fuel pumps. And here we have two fuel pump installations side by side. This one is the old one and this one is the new setup. I already installed the bigger fuel pump inside and removed the old smaller one. Now the setup is fairly simple. We removed a lot of stuff that's not necessary. We installed bigger wires, a new hose, and of course the new pump, and that's it. There's not more to it other than to just slap this thing back into the car and the guy who does the wiring wires this thing up and it delivers more fuel. So let's slap this back in the car. Before we can install the fuel pump, I need to pump out the old fuel. Well, here you can see the broken part. It's not attached anymore. So let's wire wheel this thing and weld it back together. Well, it might not look the best, but it's fixed, and maybe in the future we'll tidy this up. But for now, the exhaust does not fall off again. Well, the giant list that needed to be done is getting shorter and shorter. And while I have done everything I originally planned on the car, I also did some things extra, like the shifter that was very floppy but now is a little bit tighter. I also added some other parts, like checking all the bolts if everything is tight and nice, because this car needs to go on a trailer by next week to go to the engine tuner and the guy who makes the wiring loom. This build, or at least the ECU, is coming to a closure, and it's time. After almost 1.5 years, this car needs to run again so I can enjoy it and join some meetings this year. So let's finish all these things on the list, because we only got 1 week to do it, and then it's going on the trailer. And there's one thing I haven't probably introduced yet to you, and that is my new wheel setup. These are some really nice 17-inch RH 2-piece wheels that I bought of a friend of mine. Now, the offset of these things is massive right now. They stick out way too much because these will go on the back and the ones on the back are massive. I will need to make them a little bit more narrow to fit nicely into the wheel arches. But for the dyno, I'm going to throw on the old wheels because they are going on hub dynos, and I don't want these wheels to get damaged in transport or getting thrown around. So for now, stay on and then change to the old wheels for transport. Time to change the oil. Let's try and crank it.
box die erbij zit.
Ja, daar kun je via deze schakelen. Ja.
Ja.
This is Tone. Tone is an absolute legend in the tuning scene, and when it comes to installing custom ECUs, he is your man. Tone specializes in max ECUs and knows how to install and master the dark arts of tuning cars. The car will reside with him for the next few weeks, as he will be creating the wiring harness and tune the car for the dyno. For now, enjoy some raw Dutch interaction.
Deze had ik helemaal bijgevuld, ik weet niet waar het is gebleven. Maar...
Oké, maar je hebt wel los gehad allemaal? Of,
Nou, nee, eigenlijk
niet nog een lust in? Oké.
ik heb nog een jerrycan koelvloeistof erbij, maar
Oh ja.
dat is apart. Maar goed.
Ja, een plasje zien.
Ja. Nou, ik heb nog een opvangbak trouwens bij, maar die kunnen we wel even onderschuiven. Hij lekt al wat.
Ja, olie of...
Ja, olie en versnellingsbak olie en koelvloeistof.
Ja, dat is een beetje.
We are back in the garage, and as you can see, the Fiat is no longer here. It has to stay at the tuner for a couple of weeks or even months. And that means we have a lot of space right now for other projects. But for now, I'm gonna end this video, so make sure to subscribe, like, and I will see you in the next one.